Hi Yitty, welcome to Zero to Pro. Thank you for uploading your homeworks and your photo shoot. Just a word that I always give to people when they join our classes here is that if there's ever always you should do both the homework and the and the photo shoot. But if there's ever a question between which one, if you haven't got enough time, then do the photo shoot. Okay, the photo shoot is primary, the homework is secondary. But they're both important, they should both be done. Just to remember, loads of stuff is going to come up, and you need to, there's a lot of people who flake out on the course, okay? We've given you everything that we've got, literally, I mean that with the whole heart. And I'm giving you as much as I can as well. You're going to get lots of critiquing, and we're here to answer your questions, etc. But you have to put in the time as well. Absolutely, it's really on your shoulders, and every extra bit of time that you put in, you can look as an investment, because it's really going to hold you in good stead. Okay, so let's jump in. You took two pictures that you entitled Triangle. Okay, so this is actually interesting in that it's a bit distracting, there's other stuff going on, but you have actually created a triangle here, which is different to how most people do that, which is good. I appreciate that. Okay, nice one. And then over here as well, what else? So the photo, you missed the focus. You haven't learned about that yet, but you will in the next class. But you just missed that. But you've got the triangle here. What I was thinking more of, that I say to everybody, is the idea of creating a triangle that doesn't really exist, unless you get to a certain place. Which means, let's say for example, you took the sellotape and you turned it on its side, and you brought it really close to the camera, and you walked back further away, so the kitchen roll became very small in comparison to the sticky tape. Which means if you got to a certain place, the sticky tape would be here, and the kitchen roll would be here, and it would create a triangle. Whereas it doesn't matter where you look at it from, you wouldn't really see a triangle unless you got into that certain vantage point. So that kind of thinking is the key to understanding the composition, which remember we described as the underlying geometric structure, which in simple terms is just the lines and the shapes. Okay, good stuff. Okay, texture. Yep, you nailed the texture. You've got a 70D, that's nice. Okay, you nailed the texture here. This is good. This is a soft, it's interesting because it's kind of a soft texture but kind of a hard pattern. This too as well, this is a very kind of scratchy, kind of unpleasant feeling texture. Good, okay, patterns. This is a pattern, very good. Just this is a nice way of explaining to you that if we want to fill, it's interesting because let's say you have a picture of a group of people, 1,000 people there, but you've got in the middle there's a lot of people, and then it kind of like disperses outwards, yeah, and there's less and less people. So you think that to show generally people would think that to show the busyness of this place is you should take a large picture and get every single person in. The more people, the better. But what really makes a picture look busy is actually the ratio, so to speak, of the amount of people in the space. Which means if you've got 1,000 people in a space, but there's a lot of area where there aren't people, even though there's more people than the next picture where you cropped in close and you just took say 300 people, but there's no extra area, there's no empty space, the picture of less people will appear to be busier, interestingly enough. So this image is going to show us that very clearly by just cropping off this area over here, and look how much busier this picture looks. Isn't that great? The difference between that picture and that picture is not that we added more stuff, it's that we took away empty space. Okay, your flash went off here, which is fine for right now, but you're going to avoid using your flash as the course goes on. Okay. Here is balance. So it's actually quite difficult. It's not really balanced in that this energy it's too far over here, and you can't really crop it off because of this frame of the stroller. So I mean, just in regards to the tensions of the child, I think a balanced image is going to be a little bit more like that. Yep, so our point of entry is the eye, and then we move over this way. It's a little this is a little distracting here, and it's generally not such a good idea to have someone or your subject looking so off camera. But it was a good attempt. Now, this one you made up because there was no homework called movement, but I'll look at it as just part of your as the homework because it's cute. I like this shot a lot. Your flash went off, which generally is not a good idea, but it actually worked out okay. I think we're going to take this one into Lightroom. Okay. And then we'll just crop that a little bit here. A second. Okay, we'll have fun with that in Lightroom. This is a lovely picture. A strong triangle. You've entitled it movement because there is movement going on. The strong triangle, the contrast and the vibrant colours are all adding to a lot of energy. Plus the background is kind of subdued, and yeah, it's a great shot. Okay, colours are great. Composition is not on. Okay. What I would be thinking of in this picture here is this is all very distracting. This isn't beautiful. However, this area here is awesome. If you had the little boy sit down, number one, don't shoot down on your subjects. Don't shoot down on kids. Every now and again it's a nice shot, but generally you want to be getting low to their angle, okay, to their viewing point, so he's getting down low. If you got him on if he was sitting on his bottom or sitting on his knees, like kneeling down, and then you got down low as well, I would think that this area would cover the back of his head, so to speak, and you would be covering your entire frame with all of this beautiful green and these beautiful purples and textures and patterns, it'd be just very beautiful. And you could avoid also by getting down low, I think you would avoid all this mud as well. That would be this would be a nice place to take pictures, I think. But this doesn't quite work. Like I said, main thing is shooting down on your subject as a child, and this distracting background. Cars, I'll give you one. Basically, I don't know if there's an exception to this rule, unless there's like a really nice Ferrari or something parked out there. Keep cars out of your picture, just like ladders at events. Ladders also are very unbeautiful. Cars do not add to pictures, so you can keep that as like a hard and fast rule. If ever you see a car in your frame, you're doing something wrong, change it up. Okay, here we go. Flash went off again. This is quite cute. Be careful, crop in close, okay? This is going to look a lot better when we crop in close. Let's see. Crop in here like this. Okay, we need to get rid of the door handle in post, which we could do. Okay, not bad. It's fine. You've missed the focus a drop. You're going to look back if you stay with it and be strong and keep doing what we're prescribing to do. You're going to look back at these pictures and feel terrible. Literally in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you're going to see such improvements in your photography. You're not going to want to look at these pictures. But this picture's a great shot. In the meantime, let's take this into Lightroom. If you're not familiar with these critiques, each week, once you've uploaded your pictures and I critique them, I always take one picture into Lightroom and see if we can add to it using post-production. So I didn't save the edit, so it came back here like this. Let's go like this. Okay, first things first. See, I would think maybe black and white, but no way, because this is really what it's about. So I think we're going to add a little bit of vibrancy, add a little bit of clarity. Okay, we are going to accentuate his eyes, which is the iris enhance. Press space, which allows you to zoom in. Okay, there we go. That's good. Remember, keep the word subtle. Keep the word subtle plastered into your mind whenever you open up Lightroom. Okay. I think we are going to add a vignette. A vignette means the darkening of the edges of the image, just like that. And maybe some extra contrast as well. There we go. Yeah. Great, let's have a look. We went from here to here. Just added that little like kind of graphical edge. Anyway, good stuff. Excellent. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to seeing what you do for us next week. And yeah, good start. Okay, all the best.